So in this episode of East Coast Off-Roading, we're going to talk about tire size to your truck and what size you should have for what you're going to be doing, and which ones fit your truck for what you're going to be doing. So let's get started. So we're going to talk about, on my truck, I have 32-inch tires. I got the 265 75 R16. The reason why I got 16, not only because the truck came with them, but because that gives me a tall sidewall. If I'm going to go like a 17-inch tire, I'm going to try to get the same sidewall height. Just I'll probably go with a 33-inch tire if I went with a 17-inch rim. But you want a tall sidewall. That way, when you do air it down a little bit, you got a good cushion way. And if you don't have this cushion zone here, you're going to pop a tire because you can have a short rail here, and you're going to smash it against the sidewall and pop the tire. We don't want that to happen. Tire size also depends on what you're going to be doing. Like, I am hitting green trails and blue trails. Blue trails are the medium ones. They're like a rated of a 5 or 6 rating. They're pretty difficult. They got, the rocks on those trails are, almost probably 18, 19, even 20 inches tall. Some of the cliffs are pretty good edging too. So they're pretty difficult trails. I would say they're medium trail, not super advanced, but that's what I'm looking for. That's why I got 32-inch tires. With 32-inch tires, I also have skid plates. So skid plates save my butt a lot of times. So with the 32-inch tires and the skid plates, I'm doing just fine. If I went with 35-inch tires, I could do a lot more, of course, but 32 inches is fine. I was thinking about going 33-inch tires, but at the same time, I was thinking what I would have to do, the costs involved to go 33-inch tires on this truck compared to what I was going to gain from it. I was going to gain good width. That was the biggest gain. It was almost an inch of wider space, but the height, like the ground clearance I was going to clear, is only a half inch. So that's that high. So for a half inch of ground clearance at the cost of what I was going to have to do to add those tires, it just wasn't worth it to me. So that's why I went with the 32-inch tire. Well, that about wraps it up for this episode of East Coast Off-Roading. If you have any questions or comments, please enter them in the comments below, and I'll see you next episode. I also want to make one more note that whatever tire size you choose, make sure it's a readily available tire size. For example, mine is the 265/75 R16. They're a very common tire size. And the 285/75 R16s are very common for a 33-inch tire. So just make sure that whatever one you're choosing, it's a common size tire.